Right now, you still have a continuation of the relief phase in that over 1 million people continue to be in something like 12 to 1,300 camps. And they have very little incentive to leave those camps because their neighborhoods aren't ready to move back into. They often were renters and they don't have the wherewithal to rebuild. So we're going to see a continuation of that for quite some time. And these camps are vulnerable because they're basically tents and tarps. And so any extreme weather event puts people at risk. Right now, you'd have to say it is a coalition, a partnership. On paper, there is a recovery commission that is an international entity. It's co-chaired by the Prime Minister of Haiti and President Clinton. It includes donors and government agencies in equal proportion, representatives of Haitian civil society, the private sector, and so on. But it's not a management body, and I think that's what's missing for the time being. There isn't effective coordination of the recovery, and so there are informal mechanisms that are taking that role on, along with some sector-specific commissions that the government has set up. So we're all waiting for the day when we will have a strong national agency that's led by the Haitian government that can truly take charge of the recovery. Yeah, this is an opportunity to rethink the way that business is done in many areas in Haiti. Economic development would be one where there's more thought being put into the development of human capital, of looking at the comparative advantages that the country has economically in agriculture and tourism and in manufacturing with low labor costs, and trying to increase the value added that the economy offers its people. There are other areas where this is a once in a 100 or 200-year opportunity to develop a truly modern and efficient state, to reform agriculture, to increase and facilitate the climate for doing business in the country, and to decentralize the governance structure. So these are all opportunities that people are hoping can be pursued through the recovery. It's a very challenging situation because we're starting with a country that was already the poorest nation in the Western Hemisphere, and one that did not have a particularly strong government, that was plagued with corruption and a very high cost of doing business. And on top of that, you add the destruction and the misery of the earthquake. And so we're really at a low point. And as I said, this is a unique opportunity. We really have to get things right, because I don't think that the silver lining of the recovery will come around again to Haiti for many more years to come. So it's incumbent on all of the partners involved, the international community, Haitian society, and all of the people on the ground who are engaged in reconstruction to get it right.